stepping up.
Yo, that shirt go kind of crazy though. That shirt go kind of crazy.
I like those. Y'all always say I dress like my mom's curtains or something like that. I like the floral patterns though.
Look, I'm a floral pattern guy, okay? I'm right there with you. It's just about how you apply it. That's all it is. Not you specifically, but just in general.
I like Hawaiian barbecue. I ain't afraid to say it. I'm saying, like, I like the Hawaiian shirts. I like the floral patterns like that.
I've really been on an uptick because I had to stop myself, bro. I was always wearing, like, dark colors. So I was like, you know what? We got to go more to the florals, more to the bright colors.
You spend so much time in the darkness, bro. You gotta step out into the light.
You got to come into the light. You know how I go, man. You know, I'd be locked in the room, man, playing video games, watching anime. Sunlight's not always there anyways.
Just play in the room by yourself with the lights out. You can't.
Ask my roommate, bro. The Spencer, though, he's like, damn, you just go play in the dark with no lights on? I'm like, yes. I'm locked in, bro. No light gets in. Only the light from the monitor.
You got the blackout curtains?
Yes. You dog, my room be pitch black. It's terrible for your eyes.
Bro, you in there like Nosferatu? They're like Count Orlok?
Spencer walked in my room once, and it was literally just me sitting in the gaming chair, and the light from the monitor hit me. He's like, bro, you look like a vampire. I was like, all right, dog, I'm here. My man's happy to be playing on the stage versus ARSLAN Ash.
Now you see why. He's going to get his shot at, again, one of the best Tekken players ever to touch the game, man.
I like this. You got to add, this is extra weight. That gold stick, you see that? You sit next to somebody rocking one of them bad boys, you instantly got questions. Like, where the hell? You can't even buy that. How? Even if you don't know who ARSLAN Ash is, this stick will tell you everything you need to know about your opponent. Easy.
I was thinking if you get one, you got to play with it just for the flex on people. That's like,
that's added pressure. That's added spiritual pressure. You can't sit next to somebody breathing normal and you see him playing with an arcade stick that's gold. Nah.
It's like you're a wrestler and you fighting with the title belt. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta bring that to the fight.
Xiaohai does it as well, bro. You see him, he leave the country. He's like, yo, pack up the gold one. That's the one I need. I need these people to know who they messing with.
You gotta go full Kaiba on that thing, man. You gotta get his own briefcase. Get his own briefcase.
Get you one of the sleeveless trench coats. I ain't never seen nobody do it, but I might have to try it. That boy Kaiba was over. Bro, also, when it comes to just talking smack about people, shout out to Kaiba, bro. We would have been out there fighting and stuff. He was saying to people, bro, you were a half-rate duelist and you're an accident. Hold on, bro. You better watch who you talking to out here. Oh, forget these cars, bro. We can see me outside. But I sent somebody to the shadow realm. You got the wrong one. I ain't Yugi.
Just thinking, what would Kaiba say to Kokomo in some of these situations?
I'm saying,
you got that hotel room because you deserve it. You know? I saw what those rappers were. Talking about you don't use that. Talking about you don't use that. ARSLAN Ash opening up again. The B guy. Dina versus Jack. It's about how he can keep her out, be able to try to maintain that range 1.5, range 2, but ARSLAN Ash's reactions and his mobility and his way to just pick apart guards like this.
But he's already with a big life lead, and you can hear the crowd getting behind him as he gets the first round on the board.
With good use of Gamma Charge and again, just good spacing. Accurate call-outs. There it is, the particle shield.
New Wave Coffee. That B guy. Big combo. Hold on, ARSLAN Ash.
After the up forward one here, able to get the wall. This is where things get tough. You ram your big body, a little bit more difficult to step, and the way Nina's pressure works. But betting on that up forward one was 2 in the armor, the lift. Drill arm to break the balcony. Okay, the bit that B guy gonna spike her.
Oh no. Oh, wipe the floor. You better make it count, ARSLAN. Don't let this guy get more momentum.
No, I like it, yeah. That could have very easily gone the other way, too. He was one interaction away from taking that.
That's facts. The flex early. My man ARSLAN trying to push, and he didn't get anything big from it, but still just sending a message.
Sealing the step and going with the repeater. ARSLAN stood up into it. Working the full crouch mix now. That B guy is representing a lot of offensive tools that Jack has.
Hey, the thing is, though, like, you pulling the trigger on some of those really throws off people who are seasoned and not. Like that, like, yo, you're not supposed to do that.
Especially the way he's doing this, he's like putting it on the table early on. Look for him to get a little bit more conservative with it later. Like, again, going with the 2-1 extensions, the full crouch extensions, look for him to just try to tone that down as this match goes on. As ARSLAN adapts.
Oh, what a
great duck under the rocket kick.
So I always tell people, like, A lot of Jack players, they don't know how to kind of like sprinkle around his offense to make it to where it's so prominent. But you're seeing that a lot from some of these players like this that are like kind of newer to it. They're like, you know what? I'm going to use this power crush here. I'm going to use this bubble here just to make sure you second guess when you're going to try to attack me. So you're still getting a lot of looks from a lot of the move lists that you typically don't get to see, like you pointed out.
Playing him too, it really gives you an interesting perspective on players like the Anakins, like Joey, and how they are and their approach to playing other people and breaking down players specifically. You really have to emphasize how you watch and how you pay attention to your opponent's defensive habits. He has a lot of tools to be able to test them on stuff like that.
That B guy, that smile went away.
And that's the thing, that the first round he was using Particle Shield a lot. He had a few good counterattacks as well, using Gamma Charge, but you saw him go away from that and have to rely a little bit more on space control attacks and certain can strings a little bit more. But Arslan had all the answers to those later on, and of course he's going to get the return. You go for the low cross chop on me, player, you going to pay for it. Put him on the wall, this robot. The trash can sound effects about that, here we go.
Somebody kicking a dumpster in the backyard.
And this is the question, how are you going to deal with this pressure? Once you block a sidestep one, once you got those gunshots put on you, how are you going to deal with this, that B guy? Activation step, no. Arslan saw that a mile away. And the down 4-1 there at the closeout, Arslan Ash, the pressure, smothering this robot.
Looking a lot different from that first game. You could tell the offense is a little different. Goes straight in the heat to try to put some pressure on him.
And look at that, Arslan not even willing to give him an open door at all. Fine, you want to go with the string here? There's enough of a gap here. I'm willing to activate my heat, be able to burst through it, just to take this offensive pressure sequence, because I know you can't tank it, you can't handle it. Bulldog this time does not stand up into it. Holds the delay. You're going to go for that same string again? Fine, I see you.
Down 4-1 to close out once again. That B guy, now since that first round where he got around, has been on the ropes the entire time. Arslan just running away. The minute he gets his game initiated, not let that B guy start to play anymore.
He's going with a lot of similar timings and the similar approach that he did the first game, but Arslan's not going to give you two like that. You got to give him a chance. Spike through with the power crush.
Oof.
Big bet on 4-1+2. Full crouch going in.
Like you said, representing a lot of options that you typically don't see. And you know Arslan second guessing, like, I don't know what he's going to go for next. Planting seeds, nice block, big divine cannon.
There's no heat on the table anymore,
I'm about to
but
say,
he's gonna get this tornado here, and
damn.
the wall still got it.
Damn.
Now just mid pressure, and there you go, the Watch 94 to close out. That B guy, I like when I saw that first game, though. Man, you know, a good Jack run will make you really appreciate some of these players and the way they are.
Yes.
But Arslan Ash said, yo, I'm the king for a reason, bro. Been good, it's been fun. When you see this stick, bro, you don't get this by accident.
You think this is an accident? It's like a customized license plate, bro. You gotta respect this. Oh, man.
We were talking about put your fours up for knee, and one for the thumb. You got to talk about him.
Exactly.
You got one on the thumb.
Baby.
You got one on the thumb. You got to put some respect on it.
That's 5 times. The Booker T, 5 times. Arslan, obviously the man to beat when it comes to Tekken right now. We weren't fortunate enough to get the presence of Arslan at EVO Japan this year. But I ain't gonna say I like that to happen, but I like what it set up. Because